6:10 a.m. and we are on our way to a Walmart shopping offer that we accepted for $26.55. Yeah. Um, Hopefully it should go pretty quick. I'm only going to be doing a short live today. I have a catering order lined up for paying me about $50, but I don't think I'm going to be able to stream that because I'm going to have to head into the office today. And yeah, so we'll just do maybe one or two, maybe three orders really quick, and we'll end the stream there. But then, you know, I'll keep you all updated on the community tab on how much I made today. It's been a weird day, or no, it's been a weird week because of the holiday. If you caught my stream on Memorial Day, you will have seen how absolutely abysmal orders were. And yeah, I mean, what it was, I think we worked 8 hours and we only made 125, not even $125, $124. Um, so one of our worst shifts yet on a holiday, which I was not expecting. So we're trying to make up for it just by, um, you know, trying to work a little extra in the morning. But because of the holiday, my W-2 job didn't have to go in, but I had to go in yesterday to make up for it a little bit. But that was a crazy day because I had a doctor's appointment, which I haven't had one in a long time, getting checked out. And then also, we went and bought a car. So I'm the proud owner now of a new Chrysler Pacifica 2019 hybrid. We're very excited about it. It was maybe a little bit expensive. So, I never hit start trip, so we're going to go ahead and start trip here. But yeah, we spent a lot of money on a new car. And obviously, we needed it because I totaled my last one just a couple weeks ago here. If you've been keeping up with the channel, you've seen. Actually, now that I think about it, I have not posted a picture, so maybe I should do that. I can show y'all right now. But I obliterated my old hybrid, a Ford Fusion hybrid, and we finally found something that we liked enough. It was very expensive. It was just shy after taxes, fees. We ended up getting a warranty package. It was about 21,000, just a little less than 21,000. And initially, I was saying that our budget was like 14,000. Yeah, we did not stick to that, unfortunately. So I want to say if you've ever gone car shopping, that's kind of how it goes. But I think I'm just uh, not the greatest at buying cars. So, anyways, let me see if I can find the picture here of the car that got. Um, it was a crash. So, the damage doesn't really look too bad on it. But and it was a relatively low speed impact as well. But again, like all of the airbags went off pretty much. So car freaked out. Everyone was fine. Having a rough time finding the pictures here, but don't you worry, I'll get to them. But while I'm looking for these, how was y'all's day? Did you do anything fun on the holiday weekend? As you just heard, I pretty much just worked, and it was really for not much either, so it wasn't great. But hopefully we can make it up over the week here, because we've got some. Since we don't have much to do at the W-2 this week, we can just kind of work. Let me see, man. I don't know where this thing is. Oh, man. I must have deleted it or something. That's crazy. Or maybe I'm just blind because oh, past it was only 3 weeks ago. Hmm. Here we go. I got some zoo pictures. It was after that. I know that much. There it is. All right, we found it, guys. All right, so let me go ahead and flip the camera so y'all can see. This is the crash. Again, it doesn't look bad at all. Um, but you can see the other car here. It looks a lot worse on their car. But here, what you can't see really in the picture is that when I went around to go to the passenger side in order to grab my registration and proof of insurance, whatever, to go to the cops. Um, sorry, a stoplight here, but it's hard to see. You might be able to see it, but the door would not open, and so um, yeah, I ended up having to crawl through the car through all the airbags and stuff, and ended up getting it that way. But I tried to open the door, and you could hear the metal creaking against the rest of the car. So that means there's definitely some frame damage as well, and then that along with the airbags all going off. We've got a dude walking in the middle of the road here. Absolutely not paying attention to any traffic. Anyways, so that was my car, and then their car definitely looks a lot worse because the front bumper came off. Here we go. We're parked now, so I can actually show you a little bit better here. But yeah, what's up, guys? Yeah, talking about my crash. I totaled my car. This one's my car. Doesn't look too bad, but it was indeed totaled. I don't know what ended up happening with their car, but everything got covered and everyone was fine. Looks a lot worse again just because the bumper came off, but ultimately the damage wasn't all that bad. I mean, I guess it was enough to total it, so maybe I shouldn't say it wasn't that bad, but yeah, with all the airbags and stuff, those are just really expensive repairs. And so yeah, that was a little welt I got from the seat belt or the um, airbag. I'm actually not 100% sure. But anyways, so that happened May 6th. So it has been, yeah, about 3 weeks since then. Actually, exactly 3 weeks today since then. And so I finally got a new car. I am not driving it today just because I haven't had the chance to transfer everything over out of it. It was a pretty long drive. Well, not too long. We drove an hour to go buy it, and we spent a lot more time at the dealership than we were anticipating. So, anyways, I'll definitely be showing it to y'all soon, maybe in the next live. So just keep an eye out for that if you're interested. But it's a Chrysler Pacifica, 2019 hybrid. Very excited. It's got a lot of really nice features. Leather seats with the cooling and the heating, and a heated steering wheel for the winter. It's going to be so nice. But um, in order to at least attempt to keep a little bit of longevity for that car, we are probably just going to keep it mainly as a family car, and for Kenna to use for appointments and stuff for herself and Bellamy. But every once in a while, if I have a big catering or if um, you know, I don't know. Maybe just want to take it for a spin. We'll be using it, and we'll be able to. Oh well, then I'll be showing you around with it. But yeah, it's really nice because it's got a lot of space and it's got the fold down seats. And since it's a hybrid, it should do pretty good. Actually, well, and specifically, it's the plug-in hybrid, so that will get us 32 miles of free movement every day. Um, so if I could take advantage of that in the morning and get free gas basically, and then I mean, it'd be a hassle to, like, switch out to the other car or whatever, but, it'd be nice, you know, 32 miles of range free every day, fantastic. So, anyways, that's, pretty much what's been going on. That's also why I didn't go live yesterday, so it's just been a little bit crazy with, again, the holiday and buying a car and all of that. But, uh, yeah, pretty much now this is my car. I mean, my car. It's our car, of course, but, is the one that I'm gonna be using, for the most part. For now, probably gonna take that out of here. He's getting too big for that thing anyway, so this is gonna become the workout horse since it's older. Has actually it still has less miles than the car we just bought. Um, but anyway, yeah, this is our shopping order. We've got a small one and a big one, or a relatively big one. So we will be able to separate this out pretty easily. So we're gonna go ahead and start shopping. And oh, that's not supposed to happen. Ooh, y'all are seeing my pores today. But anyways, we're gonna head in. Look at that sunrise. It's beautiful. Well, I couldn't find my jacket today, so y'all are gonna have to endure the wobble. See that? Oh my gosh. Let's get in here. Grab a cart. So that was squeaky. Alright. Looks like Spark dropped an update. Looks a little different. Alright, first thing we're looking at is some taco shells. Oh, that's weird. Yeah, Spark dropped an update, looks like. And I can't like tap on the thing to see a larger picture of it. That's obnoxious. But anyway, we're looking for basically a Doritos Locos taco shell, but I've not seen it. Random stuff. Hmm. All right. Well, can't find it here. This is where it should be, but they probably have it in another aisle. So we'll just say can't find it for now, and then we'll go find it somewhere else. Grab some root beer. Need just one of these. Actually, put this in the bottom. There we go. Okay. Dude, I don't know what it is about shopping at Walmart in the morning, but I feel like it is extra loud. Like, I feel like they've got the music blasting. Am I crazy? I don't know. I feel like it's just overstimulated central up in here. My ears hate it. I need one of these. This one is missing a bottle. That's crazy. Look at that. It's supposed to be a 12-pack. One of them fell out, or somebody took one. That's crazy. Um, this is. There we go. rough. All right. No, this has got to go in the bottom as well. All right. While we're right here, I'm going to take a look at the clearance. Oh, they don't have it. No. No, this evil. No. Yeah, they usually have a clearance rack for the bakery items. And in the morning, they usually have a bunch of stuff on it. And I always like looking at it to see if I can get anything for breakfast for cheap. But it's not there, so maybe they just have it somewhere else. Anyways, let's grab one of these. Oh, it said one, but it actually wants two. Weird. We're in the right aisle. Gotta go down a little further. There it is. Here we go. Chicken broth, family size. Boom. $9.33. Three of these guys. Sweet. $8.13. On to the next aisle. Oh yeah, mild sauce Taco Bell. Oh yeah, my dad got one of these. Like a huge, I don't know, ginormous thing of Taco Bell sauce from Costco or something. And we were using it yesterday, or not yesterday, the other day. Um, we got some Taco Bell, of course. All right, see what I'm saying? New location. So it's literally just like right here. Probably one of my least favorite things about Walmart is that they have those featured displays and the app defaults to navigating to it instead of where it should be in the aisles. So just makes for a lot of extra confusion. All right. And see, like we already grabbed burritos. Oh, oh, I missed that turn. Oh, turn around. Yeah, like we already grabbed the Doritos, and now we're backtracking essentially to go find the other flavor that's where it's supposed to be. And I could just grab them here, but I don't know, whatever. See what I'm saying? Do you hear that? I feel like the music is so loud. Let's see, what are we looking for? Section 3. We're gonna go down there. Yeah, and again, I don't know if it's just because like I'm just waking up, or if it's because I'm I don't know. Dude, what am I looking for? What the heck? Where's the regular size? Way down here. I'm blind. It's fine. All right. Oh wow, 19 items left. We actually knocked out a few more than I thought, but nope, we still got a good ways to go. 7, 8. Here we go. 9 at the end here. some cat food. Oh, yeah. 2 Special Kitty. Whenever I see Special Kitty brand, I'm like, so your cat's a diva, huh? Ain't nothing wrong with a diva cat, but okay. Around here, it's like 2. We're looking for some nibble sticks. There we are. Very good. All right, now it's sending us across the store. Surprise, surprise. Okay, again, they moved everything around, so they've got the item list here as like a separate button now. I don't know how I feel about that. Feels like I see what they're going for. You know, I got the buttons here and whatever, but what I don't like is that you can't click on the item to see like a blow up picture of it. Um, Kind of obnoxious. Hit scan item. No, still not able to see it. So I feel like that just helps when you're not exactly sure what it looks like, and the picture's tiny enough. You can't really figure it out. So you just look at it real quick, and then you know what to look for at a glance. By by the image instead of trying to read what the frick you're trying to get from here. Maybe I'm crazy. I was crazy once. They put me in a room, a rubber room, with rats. The rats made me crazy. Crazy. I was crazy once. Anyway, don't get me started on that. I could literally loop on that for an hour. Nothing like a little brain rot for your morning. Alright, what are we even looking for? Oh, diarrhea relief. I think that's so you have. Excuse me. 236 here. Those. Okay, you've got your normal laxatives. Everybody knows about that. But then you got these, which are like the opposite, I guess. So I wonder what would happen if you took a laxative and that. Did you just become normal? What am I looking for? Okay. D complex. Very good. And where's LC? Am I tripping? Hold up. Wait, I don't know where I'm going. Oh, very good. The map is actually being helpful today. I don't know if it's accurate again because of the um, renovations they're doing, but I'm going to check here real quick before they send us off. Okay, yes, we are done with this section. Let's head on over to the big stuff. Yeah, anyway, I keep seeing people popping in and out. I don't think YouTube really knows what I'm doing today with my stream, so basically, we're doing some gig work. We are doing Walmart shopping. Oh boy. Excuse me. There we go. And yeah, we're just trying to make some money in the morning before we head into our W-2. Little side hustle. I would call it a side hustle, but it's really the majority of my earnings. So but I'm not full time, so place me in whatever category you think that is. But yeah, if you're interested, if you are doing gig work yourself, let me know. And that's what we're doing. So it's pretty chill. If you want to talk about anything, drop it in the comments. Otherwise, yeah, I mean that's it. That's the stream. Okay, that's annoying, dude. See how it sent us all the way, almost all the way to the back of the store, and now it wants us to go back up front to do the produce. Like you could have just done the produce first, but it's like technically perishable or something. I mean, the tomato definitely isn't. It sits at room temperature anyway, so I don't, I don't know why they make me go all the way back and forth for it. They just, oh. Anyway, uh, yeah, here we are going back for it. Ooh, these tomatoes look nice. Should be pretty easy to pick one here. Let's look at this one. Wow, yeah, first one I picked. Perfect, beautiful, amazing tomato. I believe I need to weigh it. Here we go. Weigh this guy. Ooh, 0.69 LMAO. Alright, good tomato. Need a mini watermelon. A big watermelon. Hmm. There we go. There's a mini watermelon. Sounds good to me. Alright, some potatoes right here. Whoa. Sure these are fine. Don't want to give them any weird potatoes. Oh my gosh, you know what happened the other day actually? I got a notification on this app saying that, actually, I think I can show you. No, I can't show you. Won't let me back out of the, it won't let me back out of the shopping, I guess. But I got an alleged, warning thing saying that I didn't ever deliver something. And I was like, bro, literally? Okay, first of all, it's a giant onion. But literally, I live streamed the whole thing. You can go back and see that I did, in fact, delivered everything. So far, nothing's come of it. Yeah, see, what is that stuff? I don't want to give that to him. And that's, squished. Okay, this one's fine. That one doesn't work. Let's go around to this one. But yeah, somebody apparently said that I didn't deliver their groceries, even though, I have proof. Now, it could be something that's like, oh, well, I didn't get the items that I wanted, but, that's on you for not doing the substitutions. And people just complain about anything, but I'm just worried. Like I'm not worried about them having a false accusation of me delivering. I'm worried about them putting on a bad review and tanking my ratings because you know I'm so close to 5 stars, 4.9 stars. I don't want to lose that. What are we looking for? Pineapple chunks specifically? Oh, it's the next one there. Oh, here we go. Very good. All right, we're in the frozen stuff, so that means we're almost done. 9 items left. Not too bad. Go grab some chicken. Let's see, what are we looking for? Perfect portions. Boneless, skinless chicken breast, 1.65 pounds. See, I can't. There's so many of these that look similar, but I can't click on the thing to see the exact one. That's thigh fillets. Sorry. So confused. Just love the tomatoes. Sorry, either. Oh, okay, I found it. Oh my gosh, dude. See, see what I'm saying? Why didn't it have me grab these grapes while we were up there grabbing the tomato? It's the same area. I don't think the AI knows that. It's like, look at this, look at this. This is technically aisle one, and this is technically like aisle AP or whatever they call it. And so, what? It doesn't make any sense. They should know that it's right next to each other, and to just send me there next. But it sends me all the way around on a wild goose chase for the next item, and then all the way back. All right. Grapes. Anyway, I talk about that all the time. How the navigation in the store is not great. Um, but like I know that. So at this point, you would think I would just manually navigate instead of following the app all the time. But it's such a pain to do that. Like I don't know. I think I probably would save time, but it's so much more difficult. Especially if you do miss one, then it's like it kind of defeats the whole purpose. And now that I can't click on these images anymore to see what I'm actually going to get, it's even harder now to plan ahead. So yeah, I don't know, whatever. We got some strawberries. Make a little bit of space here. There we go. Yep, and all the way back to the back. Watch this. If I hit the item list, frozen. This dude, oh my gosh. I was literally in that aisle. It says item location unavailable. So the store with the like craziest, most precise inventory management with section items, aisle numbers, and modular numbers doesn't know where it is. I don't know, man. I think Spark is just starting to get on my nerves. Between the app update, between the store renovation, and now this like weird pathing update, it's just more difficult. It used to be the easiest app to shop on, in my opinion. And obviously, I never had Instacart or anything, but like compared to DoorDash and whatever else, like Uber Eats or whatever, then it's just so much easier to find everything. And now it just makes you spend so much extra time in the store. And this music, dude. Oh, turn it off, dude. I know I sound like a freaking boomer, but it's kind of obnoxious. Good. We're almost there. 37. I think that should be right. Buttermilk. I believe this is around the corner. There we go. Okay, well, there is some buttermilk there. Okay, is it further down? Hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it should be here, but it's not. Hmm. Well, heck. 7. There. This is buttermilk. Um, there's other Prairie Farm stuff. 32 ounces? That's not. Is it this? Do they want this? It's only a quart. Yeah. That might be what we end up substituting for. Let's try this, I guess. I mean, but this is half a gallon. Yeah. Huh. Well, I guess I don't have it. So. Oh, actually, yeah. It is literally right there. They're just out. Okay. So, can't find item. We will attempt to substitute it for this. They should be fine with that. And the last item. Whew. All right. Well, we're almost done. We're almost out of here. Well, I was about to say that I didn't know when I actually left the house. I wasn't paying attention that closely. But we started the stream right when I left. So we've been going for 40 minutes, meaning we left at pretty much 6:10. Yeah, we're about 40 minutes in. We'll just use the live stream as our timer. Go. There we go. Mixed vegetables. And that's everything. chili cheese dog Cheez-Its. I wonder if that tastes good. Like, I see that and I'm like, I'm gonna crumble this up and I'm gonna put it on a chili cheese dog. Alright, guys. Let's bag this up and get the frick out of here. Sure. Got everything. Substitution was accepted. Very good. Sure, we got the sandwich, the meds, and the two things on the bottom. Alright. Wait. Scan this. There we go. Alright, there we go. Now we can bag a little bit easier. Grapes and strawberries. Okay. Lettuce and the vegetables in with these, why not? I just don't like when there's not any structure to the bags. And putting in the bags like that kind of helps so it doesn't roll around so much in the car. And then, yeah, from there we just try to put cold stuff to cold stuff. Its own thing, a little bit easier to carry for me. The watermelon doesn't really need a bag. Well, it's a small watermelon. So again, that might be easier for me to carry. I'll go ahead and put it in the bag, why not? These. Almost done here. We've set the cans. Oh, here we go. 2, 3. 5, 6 cans. And that'll make it easier to put the eggs on top so they don't crack. We're good to go. Everything in the bottom doesn't need a bag. Alright, let's get out of here. Oh, it looks like they installed new scanners too. Look at that. Yeah, I mean, you know, Walmart is definitely a lot nicer now, but all the crap that comes with it. Not ideal. Look at that sunrise. Cool. Alright. We've still got our catering bags back here, but we don't have that big of an order, so I'm not going to worry about moving them here this time. Load everything out. Oh, dang it. I missed these. Should have put these in a bag. So that'll be all right. Shouldn't be a problem. Make sure the eggs are separated so they don't get squished by anything rolling around, like this giant freaking. Well, it's not a giant watermelon; it's a mini watermelon. Just place a few things in between, just in case. And there we go. That is order one. Order two is just a single bag, and a couple of things I'll sew down here. Boom, bop, pow. Good morning, y'all. I hope y'all had a good holiday weekend. We missed the stream yesterday because of some shenanigans. Again, we bought a car. This is not the car that I bought, but this is our new workhorse. So, yeah, what's up? What's up? Good morning. We've got a very nice sunrise happening over there. Kind of hard to see, but whatever. So yeah, we already did our first shopping portion of our first order at least, and we're going to head to the first drop off. But this one was paying $26. So if you want to see how much money I can make this morning before I head into the W2, stay tuned. But yeah, there's going to be a shorter stream. We are doing Walmart Spark. I do have a catering order lined up for later today. That's paying almost $50. And it's a really small order. I mean, I think like only $260 worth of food. So it's a really, really generous tip on that. And it's going to be super easy to set up and whatever. So I'm like, oh, it's also a really short delivery. I have to go down to the south side of town to get it, but once I pick it up, it's like a handful of miles away. So like in all, the delivery is going to take me like 30 minutes, 45 minutes max. And then we'll go back into the W2 from there. So, but I think at some point after our first, maybe it depends on how many we can get, how quick we can get them. But if I do a couple of orders here, then we'll just call it good there, and then we'll head into the W2, finish up some things, go to the catering, go back to the W2 to start a new project that we have been sitting on for a long time. We've been wanting to clear things out. We've already like started it, I guess. So, but it's just like we just made a mess of things in the storage room, and now we need to like actually get it all organized and listed on eBay. We're selling a bunch of equipment that we haven't used in years, so it's been pretty cool. We've been rummaging through, finding stuff that like, oh my gosh, this is actually worth like a lot of money. We're sitting on multiple thousands of dollars of equipment again that we don't use. So getting rid of it, we'll be able to upgrade some of our equipment that we do use. So we're really excited. And I mean, like, I'm really excited because if everything goes right, then I get to get a new Sony camera, which are just like beautiful pieces of equipment. Right now, we shoot on Canon cameras, and so it'll be interesting to kind of switch platforms or whatever you want to call it, switch hardware, and yeah, but like the autofocus, the just the crispiness of the Sony images, and being able to do 4K casually on like a little handheld mirrorless instead of like a ginormous rig that we have with the C200 right now would be pretty cool. It also will be easier to pair with like stabilizing gimbals and other accessories that we're wanting that will hopefully help with our content for the church. So yeah, again, very excited about that, and that's what we're going to be doing today at the W2. If it wasn't like a problem, I would totally live stream that, but that's fine. We'll just stick to delivery today. So yeah, what is up with y'all? Again, how's your week going? I feel like I've just kind of been thrown off because of the holiday. Just kind of like pushed everything back. Had to go into work, into the office yesterday instead of working all day. So I had a longer stream on the holiday if you caught it, but um, it was such a bad. Only made $124 that I'm like, well, I don't know. We also didn't get to put the boat into the river like I was hoping we were going to be able to do that day. The yard where the boat was parked was so soaked that like it was literally not going to be possible for us to get the van back there to tow it out without literally like sinking in to the grass and you know creating giant mud pits with our tires just spinning. So hopefully we can do that this weekend. It's going to be nice, and then everybody should be off. But um, yeah, we are hoping to do that. Yeah, also, the river was really really high because of all the rain that was going on. So we didn't even know if like we'd be able to fit under the bridges through town. Um, so overall, it's probably for the best that we didn't do it, but it would have been a lot of fun. And hopefully the rest of the family can make it out this weekend as well. So it's not just a couple of us. Because obviously that's kind of the best part. You know, cool to have a boat on a river, but I want family to be there. So yeah, what else is going on? We just bought a car. Holiday weekend. My brother just bought a house, so that's exciting. And actually, today is when, oh, excuse me, they're doing the inspection to like check everything out, make sure it's all good. But you know, assuming that all goes smoothly, like they're in the green for that. So very cool. We got some tacos yesterday to celebrate on Taco Tuesday. Yeah, to celebrate our car that we bought. I I didn't take any pictures of the thing actually. Otherwise, I'd show them. But maybe I can pull up the old listing. Kind of showed off there. But I think it's best. You know, we'll wait for my next stream, and I'll actually drive the car around, the minivan around. Excuse me, and we could show you kind of the ins and outs of everything. Oh, excuse me, guys. And no, that's not the right term. Um, but yeah, and then I also plan on taking it into the office one of these days to show it off too. I don't know, is that in bad taste? Do people show off their cars? I feel like it's an exciting purchase, you know, and I want to share that with people. So hopefully we can do that sooner rather than later. It's also one of our friends' like dream car. Um, it's like the next car she wants to get. Um, and so she's really excited and slightly jealous of us. So uh, whenever we hang out with them next, it'll be fun to see what they think of it. All right, here at the first drop. Boom, bop, pow. Leave on porch. Okay, this is the small one, so this will be a easy drop. Scan it up. If I can find the barcode on the bottom, there we go. Bam. So yes, we are here. So I should be able to carry the bag and this. And then this in my other hand. Very good. Up here. All the way down. There we go. All right. It's delivery 1 done. Oh, let's see. Oh, okay. This one is 4.5 miles, but it's pretty much a straight shot. No complicated additions to navigate through. Oh, yeah. Still tired. There we go. Yep, we're keeping it rolling. Next one here. We'll have to figure out what we want to do after this delivery. We did a lot of overthinking on the holiday, and I think that's part of why we didn't make so much. So I think we're just gonna kind of jump on whatever we can get. Today we'll kind of be in a weird position in between two stores. So I think that's the main thing that we have to figure out, if we want to go up to the one up north or if we want to stick to the one here. Um, and I really don't know. I guess it just depends on what we see. But yeah, I mean, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it after we deliver this second one. Nice. Let me double check here. This order is, yeah, 26.55. That's what I thought. Let me put that in on the stream here. The sun behind me is kind of crazy. It's like reflecting off my phone and blinding me even from behind. All right, let's see what we can do here. There we go. Tally. I'm not going to set up a daily goal or anything today because I'm really just trying to do like 2, maybe 3 orders this morning. So yeah, no number we're trying to hit in terms of money. I guess maybe we are trying to hit 2 deliveries. Like if we can get one right after this, then maybe we'll do 3. Basically, we'll do 3 if I can get them all back to back. But if we ended up waiting forever for our second one, then we'll probably just call it at 2. But yeah, ideally, right after this, we get one, and then um, that'll position us in a good spot, and then we'll be able to get another one without waiting for another couple hours, because I need to get into the office before I do my catering. So I have to kind of be in and out just to like finalize a few things, and then that way when I get back from my catering, I have as much time as possible to focus on um, taking pictures of all the items that we're listing, and just knocking that out. So that's kind of the plan for today. What are y'all doing today? Just working? It's Wednesday. Sometimes I keep, now that the sun is rising and it's so bright right now, I'm like, oh yeah, it's the middle of the day. No, it's 7 in the morning. People aren't even at work. A lot of people aren't even at work yet. And I keep forgetting that, but then I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm the weird one. Gosh, dude. Whew. All right, we're almost here at the first drop, or the second drop. There we go. Oh yeah, another reason why I guess the main reason actually, we kind of have to schedule our day out, like I was just talking about, is because of game night tonight. Um, Attempting to start some things on time this time around. Oh, hello. A car came out of nowhere. But yeah, so in order to get everything done that I need to at work, I kind of have to schedule around, yeah, front door, screen door. Makes sense. Okay. But, if I can get all this stuff done in a timely manner, then I can get into work at a normal time and knock that all out. So that way we can actually, again, we've been doing game night really late lately. Partially because, I mean, mostly because we just, I mainly don't get there on time, um, or we end up talking too long before we actually start the game, which is kind of main reason we get together in the first place, socialize. But we can do that during the game instead of kind of, I don't know if that makes sense, but we need to do better with our time management, because I don't think I got home till like 11 last night, or last week, and it was not ideal for pretty much anyone involved. This front door with screen, but there is no screen door, so I'm just gonna put it right here. we're gonna call it good. Yeah. And oh, doggy. All right. Well, that's delivery number 2. Which means we have 26.55. That pays for about 0.01%. Is that correct? I don't know what the math is there of our car. So, put it in the car fund, call it a day. Let's see what we're looking at here for our next one. There are 2 potential orders. Both of them, oh my gosh, are the furthest Walmarts away from us. So we're just going to ignore that. Let's see which one we're closer to. I think it's pretty much the same. But let's take a peek here. What's up, guys? Oh, it's a Sam's Club order. I mean, that might actually not be too bad. It's tempting. It's very far. Obviously not ideal, not great. But it's an order, you know what I'm saying? And that's kind of like where we are at this point is, hey, there's an order, maybe I should take it. See, I'm going to overthink this and not take it. Let me just look at the items, make sure it's nothing insane that's going to take too long. Okay, there's a 44-pound water softener pellet bag. Don't like that. But everything else is fairly normal. Listen, I think I'm going to take it. Oh, wait, hold up. Everything's shifting around. Wait, is it still there? Oh, I think it's gone. Dang it, yeah. It's gone. Well, good morning. I got started later than I wanted to. Yeah. Not a 4:30 a.m. start to your day this time. What, you are in Eastern Standard Time, you said? But yeah, welcome back. Shoot. Yeah, I was maybe going to take that one. And it's gone. That's what I get for hesitating. I feel like I'm retraining my intuition on a lot of these orders. Okay, this one is also very far, so we're not doing that one. But like usually, I just see an order and be like, okay, yeah, I know whether I'm going to take it or not, and then I just hit accept immediately. But now I'm like just constantly debating with myself. And then it just goes to another driver. So I have to learn which ones are good now that the pool of orders is different. Okay. Yeah, there's the catering for later today, which I don't think we'll do on stream, unfortunately, but it is $49.45. I just confirmed it, so very cool there. Let's see, yeah, I'm Eastern Standard Time. Okay, I'm going to bed way too late last night, and on top of that, I cannot get to sleep. Yeah. we had a little bit of a later night than I wanted to last night. Um, Typically, Bellamy's bedtime is 9:30, but we didn't get him down till 10:30, and so I just went, straight to bed after that. But um, yeah, it was a long day. None of the stores are busy again. I think we might. There's 10 minutes till till they drop orders at Sam's Club. I think we might sit at Sam's Club. I think that might be our best bet for this morning. Do a couple of quick ones, and it might be an excruciatingly awful, ginormous shopping order that we have to do, but if we can get something that pays decent, yeah, maybe it'll be worth it. Ooh, right out. 19. This is like sort of the only. Well, I was gonna say it's the only decent one, but yeah, it's a straight shot, 19 miles out for $28. Nope. One's going to Ohio. That one's 30 miles. That one's crazy, actually. What the heck? 9, 28, 26. Yeah. And that one's going way too far, too. What the heck? But anyway, yeah, we should have taken that Sam's Club order right when I saw it. But in a few minutes, we're just gonna, we're gonna take the risk here and sit at this Sam's Club and hopefully get something decent. Ooh, like freaking Two-Face over here. Dark over here. Bright as hell over here. Squinting. Ugh. All right. I actually don't know when Sam's Club is. Man, woo, his son, dude. Yeah, I actually don't know when this Sam's Club opens. Uh, it doesn't actually look like they're. I'm gonna swing by the hours here because if they're not open till 8 o'clock, anyways, then I don't want to waste time sitting around waiting for an order. What is it Friday? 8 a.m. Okay. Well, that's good to know. I'm not gonna waste my time. That is, I mean, I did see a Sam's Club shopping offer already, but maybe they just don't let you in till 8. Similar to Walmart, they'll give you they'll give you orders. I'm gonna park here just to figure this out for a second. Um, yeah, maybe they'll drop the orders out just like they do with Walmart, and you can't go shopping until 8 o'clock. Walmart, it's 6, but they'll start sending orders before then, which again makes sense. Like you can get there on time and go right in at 6. But I wish I knew that, but it's okay. That means we're learning. Um, just adjust for next time. But I should probably go sit at the other Walmart instead of Sam's Club for now, because either that or we're going to be waiting for a good 35 minutes. Wells Fargo Center's offers like before the store opens. Oh, well, yeah, your text speech is silly. Yeah, well, again, time is of the essence for us today, so we're just gonna continue on this time. Two cars? Oh my goodness. How long do I got? I mean, it's not like a hard time that I have to be in the office, but I just want to be in um, before I go do my catering today. And the catering's at, oh, I forget. I think it's like 10:30, maybe 11 that I have to pick it up. So I'd like to have been in the office at least for an hour or two before I go head out for that. And pretty much for no other reason, just to be like, or other than that, like, you know, uh, I mean, I do need to wrap up a few things, just really quick, but if I can get the ball rolling on the day, I told my boss that, or my supervisor, I don't know what you call her, that I'd be there all day working on that. So if I can do a little bit in the morning before I leave and head back, then I feel like that will just look a little better on my effort wise. But I'm pretty confident because like we've already pulled out so much of that stuff. I'm pretty confident that I'll be able to knock out a lot of what needs to get done in terms of taking pictures and stuff. I'll just upload it into that thing for her to be able to put on Facebook Marketplace or wherever she's going to list it. Whoa, phone's freaking out. Okay, well, that's crazy. They sent us an offer with a timer on it. It's nowhere close to what any of the normal round robins drop. It's also not at the Walmart that we're close to, so that's annoying. But it's a curbside pickup going 31 miles, dude, for $29.98. So, dollar a mile. But of course, that's before the return trip. So that's crazy. I don't know why it even gave that to us. But we're gonna go sit outside this other one instead. Oh, okay. I think. Okay, no, I just barely missed it. There's a giant pothole there that I keep forgetting about. You can't really see it when you're turning, but yeah, yikes. I'm glad I missed it because that one sucks to go over. See, if I was in my take anything era or I didn't care, I would have taken that. And honestly, for the time, it would have been great. $30 could have got it done in probably an hour, but that's not including the drive back, and the drive back would absolutely kill me on the mileage. So I haven't hit that yet, but I feel like we're not too far off. If the rest of the week doesn't go better, then we might adjust our strategy to something like that. See big number, take order type thing, 16:05, going 7 miles, shop 10 items. Well, I've definitely seen worse, so can't blame you for taking it. Slow trickle is sometimes a better way to go. Let's see. If I look at this one, this next one I sent, it looks terrible. LOL. Oh, excuse me. This morning I was thinking about making a drink before I left, but I don't know what it is. I feel like it's taking me longer and longer to get out of the house every morning. I used to be able to literally just wake up, sit up, you know, grab whatever I needed to grab and leave. But now I'm like, I mean, this morning I was looking for, because normally I'll wear just like Adidas pants or, whatever, just like not. I don't care what I look like. I don't care what I wear. But usually for catering orders, I like to at least wear something slightly, decent, be a little bit presentable. Um, uh, and so, otherwise I'm like wearing pajamas, or I'm not like a slob with stains on my shirt, or like literally wearing my pajamas. Well, maybe no. I don't wear my pajamas out, but it's usually just like sweatpants or whatever with a t-shirt. Um, and so anyway, I like to at least wear some collared or whatever when I have a catering, and it took me forever to find the shirt I was looking for no reason. And then I was bouncing back and forth, like trying to find whatever, and I was like, I almost made myself a lotus this morning, but it took me so long to get out of there that I was like, there's no way I can justify making this as well, because you know I accepted it, and then I didn't start the delivery technically till like a good 20 minutes later. Um, so yeah, a little bit of a later start today. All right, well, this is what we're looking at: 10 for 13, going in a straight line out. So we're definitely not taking that, but I think that means we're probably not going to get anything. Dang, man. That makes me want to take that $30 order going 31 miles. Um, I didn't see any Sam's Club drops. They'll probably drop that at 8. So I think here's what we're going to do. And it's a lot of extra driving. Not a lot of extra driving, but it is extra driving. We're going to wait here, wait for that next round robin drop to hit. If we get something, great, awesome, we'll take it. If not, by 7:45, we'll make our way towards the Sam's Club, and then see if we can get something at the 8 o'clock drop there. So, crossing our fingers, we get something. But at this point, we are about an hour and a half in, and yeah, we just need something to keep our tires moving, because otherwise, we're gonna have another dead hour. And that's pretty much par for the course at this point, which is like kind of the problem, because like normally if you have your round robin drops at the 38-minute after the hour, 32-minute, whatever, it's kind of all just whatever happens, right? But But like you accept it then, but you can't start shopping till 6 o'clock in the morning. Like there's no way you're gonna be able to shop and deliver 2 to 3 or however many drops you have before then and be able to get back to get the next order. So it's like it's almost built in guaranteed that you're not gonna get another one for that next morning hour and you're gonna have some downtime. So that's kind of the downside to getting up that early, um, and doing the like 6 a.m. shopping shift. But that's also when all the good orders come out. So, what are you gonna do? You either take a good one in the morning and then wait an extra hour before you get one, or you wait in the morning an hour or so to get something. It's not going to be as good, but then theoretically, you don't have as much downtime after. Both are gambles, and how are you going to know which one to do? That's why it's a gamble, I guess. So I don't know. I've just always done it this way, where I take the morning order, and now I don't know how to go about it because the more drop offs, the more items they add, the further it goes, the harder it is to like streamline deliveries together. Huh. But anyway, today I'm gonna not try to talk about all the downward spiral this app is doing, and just kind of focus on hanging out, making something at least. We got 25, 26 bucks in the pocket right now. Try to be a little bit more optimistic today, a little bit less complainy, because we do have a catering that's going to kind of make up a little bit for it, so can't be too mad. But I think with our Monday earnings, this puts us at 150 with the one we just did, and then the $50 catering puts us at about 200 bucks for the week already. I mean, I say already, but it's already Wednesday. So, but I mean, between Thursday, Friday, we make $200 each on those days, hopefully. Um, it's probably a stretch for Thursday. I don't know if we'll make 200 Thursday, but if we can make 100 Thursday and 300 Friday, just do a really long day Friday, then that'll work out. Um, and there we go. We're at 600. So we just need to make an extra 25 somehow. Hopefully we can do that right now, today. Um, yeah, and I mean, again, there is a $27 order that we're looking at right now, but no tip, which is whatever, I guess. But okay, let's look at this one. Yeah, you saw how far that was going. And there we go. All right, see, this, hallelujah, dude. This is the kind of stuff that I usually expect. Um, Again, beforehand, like you wouldn't have. I'm gonna accept this before I start yapping and talk too much before I lose it. But anyway, um, you know, not 6 months ago, you'd see orders like this consistently, and it'd be half the mileage. But now I'm like excited when I get this. So again, not gonna focus on the whole downward spiral of this app, but I am genuinely happy that we got this one because it's also not gonna be like, well, I mean, it's a good 6 miles back probably. To the Walmart is the other Walmart is right there. So, but I mean that's still about $1 or almost $2 a mile. So I can't complain. And we got something. So instead of waiting around. So yeah, assuming this goes pretty quick, it should be because it's curbside, and since we'll be close-ish or whatever to the other Walmart, maybe we'll be able to string another one along before we head into the office. It'll probably have to be a quick shopping or something, um, but whatever. We'll play that by ear when we get there, when we get to it. But this is the extra $27 that we need. So even if we don't make anything else today, other than the catering, then that gives us our game plan for the rest of the week, which is $100 Thursday, $300 Friday at the extremes. Um, and then, you know, whatever. If something goes crazy, something goes wrong, we'll just push it off to Saturday, I guess. Um, I'm saying all that, and I need to double check my schedule here because I don't really know what's going on. Yeah, it looks like Thursday's clear. I mean, we'll have to head in the W2 to do more work there, but um, that should be fine if we have like a late, if we go in and like around noon. So that'll give us enough time to make the 100 that we need on Thursday, and then Friday is also free. Um, Before we got the car, I would have had to make a detour to go home, but now that we do have it, Kenna can just drive that to her. She's got a little coffee date with a friend, and that way we won't have to kind of make a detour in our day, and we can just keep working. So yeah, it looks like Friday we're going to be doing a long day, and I'm definitely going to be streaming that. So catch me Friday morning, bright and early, and we'll go probably till we make about $300, hopefully. Saturday is looking a little packed. Not packed, but like we've got stuff in the morning. I could what I'll probably end up doing, and this kind of depends on whether we hit our goal by Friday or not, but I might work in the morning before we've got we're going to IHOP, getting some breakfast with some friends who are out of town, who will be in town, out of town friends that will be in town. Man, I'm tired. I can't talk straight. Um, but then that, and then I don't know if I'm doing the tournament that day or next week. Oh, looks like I'm doing it Saturday because next week already, oh my gosh, is Bellamy's birthday party. Woo! So soon. I keep telling people, yeah, in like 3 weeks he's going to be 1 year old. And then I looked at the calendar and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's actually less than 2 weeks. And now I'm looking at it again and I'm like, it's next week. His actual birthday is next week tomorrow. Uh, and then his birthday party's on the Saturday there. But yeah, wow. Time flies. Absolutely crazy. I'm not ready for my son to be 1 year old. I think that's official toddler uh, range. I don't know. I don't know what the determination on that. Who decides when they're a toddler? Is it just when they can walk? Because they're toddling around? I don't know. Anyways, we're gonna start the trip here. It's 2 minutes from the pickup time, so yep, it's gonna let us start. Pull around here. I will probably need to move those catering bags finally. Let's see. Okay, good to go here. Very nice. And they're already loading other people up, so it's a good sign. Hopefully they'll be able to load us up quick here. Anyways, I'm gonna leave that here. I'm gonna go around this real quick. There we go. I'm pretty sure my mom gave this to me forever ago. Oh, hey, I was wondering where this was. My jean jacket. I mean, it's gonna be pretty toasty today, so I'm probably not gonna wear it. But I do like wearing it in the stores when I'm shopping, just because um, this thing gets so wobbly that just having that kind of sit on top of it stabilizes it just a little bit. Anyway, but no, yeah, I've got this. I think it's literally just like a dog pee mat or something, for their cage or something. Just to. Anyway, the point is that it's waterproof, and my mom set it up for me because of my caterings, and now I just like to do it in case I get spills or anything. Keeps the car looking nice, which obviously, I mean, this car's already wrapped up enough. Doesn't need any more, but it also wouldn't be the end of the world if we had another spill. So anyway, now that's set up. Which, since we do have a catering later today, I was gonna have to do that anyway. But I like to set it up for the groceries too, just because it's a little bit better. It looks like we got a mess over here too, so I need to clean up this car a little bit. Some gross stuff, napkins. Whoops! Well, I think I accidentally closed my YouTube app, so hopefully we're still running here. Oh, yep, there we go. Now the ticker's moving. Yeah, I think I accidentally closed the YouTube app when I was scrambling there, so sorry. Yeah, I think we're still alive. But yeah, I had to turn the car back on to roll down the window, and then just like, oh, trying to find my code, give it to her. It's all good. Code confirmed. So actually, this is 2 groceries and 1 GMD. So the GMD is going to be a really easy drop, and then one of the grocery drops is only 7 items as well. So this is going to be really simple. It's like not a lot of items. The bigger one doesn't have anything crazy on it either. I don't think I see a single water case. Like, this is a really, really solid order. Obviously it's going a little far, but again, like, I'm really happy about this one. Thank you. GMD. Big old thing of, what do you call this? Bubble wrap, I think? It's like a weird kind of bubble wrap, but it is bubble wrap nonetheless. Just got done shopping and had to head out to get to the customer. Yep. Start scanning. There we go. I'm gonna update this as well. I keep forgetting to do that, man. Go into YouTube. Find the stream. And here we go. We've got current order. $27.77. There we go. Yeah, I mean, really solid there. And then I'll go ahead and pin that.
All right, you're all set. You have a nice day.
Thank you. You too. All right. Quick pickup. I mean, I couldn't ask for a better order right now, if I'm being honest. Okay, well, it's gonna make me. There we go. Press a billion buttons just to get out of here. Let's get out of here. Here. Scan the last order. Let's see here. Oops. Throw it in the trunk. Back. And then this was the GMD right there. So, very quick and easy pickup. We're going to get on our way, and this will put us over $50 for the day already. And then, of course, our catering will put us over $100 later. So, All right. This one's pretty close. Handful of miles straight shot. There we go. No, that is not. Because I've already done the other one, which was 26:55. I could put a running total up there, but I usually when I have my running totals, I usually compare it against a goal. So I'll be like, whatever 26 plus 27 and change added up is together. Um, and I'll be like, 50 whatever dollars out of $100 out of $200. It's kind of how I've been doing it. But since I don't really have a goal, I'm just kind of keeping y'all updated with how much the current order is, if that makes sense. But if y'all want, I mean, hey, I can put up the total. I could do that. Okay, so over $50. Yes, yeah. But I mean, I still have 3 drops to do on this one, so I haven't completed it out yet. Maybe I'll just type the whole thing out. I'll be like current order this much, and then total for today. Um, however else much. But I'm like, do I add the current to the total before I finish the delivery, or do I add it after? And is that confusing? Does it matter? I don't know. But yeah, I think this way it just keeps it a little bit simpler. So yeah, I first decent morning in a hot minute. We've been on the struggle bus. This is a oh my gosh, it's a voice crack type of day. No, this is a very pleasant change of pace. Yeah, yeah, totally. Sticker or something. Get off of me. There we go. So what are you at? You said you had that $16 order. Um, but you've been out. You said you got a late start as well. Been able to make up for any lost time yet? Sorry, guys. Sent 2.99. No yawning. Yeah, I know they're contagious. So Trench underscore 7 just 2.99 in spirit. We thank you for your spiritual donations. It's the thought that counts kind of donation. Whoa. I was who was I talking to the other day? I think I was talking to my wife about super chats and stuff on live streams, and how like even if you're not fully monetized on YouTube, how you can still earn money through those, and a couple other ways. Like, um, I think right now I can actually make a YouTube shop, and if y'all like, if I have any recommended products or whatever, you can buy it through that, and it gets me a commission. But anyway, I was talking about super chats, and um, I was going somewhere with this, and my brain is not cooperating with me. Uh, I totally lost my train of thought, bro. Sorry. It's too early for me to be thinking about detailed things or anything really. Let me go back to bed. What was I talking about? Super chats. What the heck? Oh, yes. Sorry. Okay, I got there. Yeah, no, I was talking about super chats and how, like, obviously, I don't ever expect any super chats from anyone. The whole point of these lives is just to kind of hang out, whatever. But I might like put a little pinned message in there, like, you know, if you want to support me with the super chat, uh, do it in like one of these two ways. You could either buy me an energy drink, the cost of an energy drink, which um, Red like 315. So it can be like a little energy drink menu of whatever you want to get me. Um, and you send me a super chat and then for that much, and I'll go get it on stream. I mean, like a Red Bull after tax, and then there's and that's why I was talking in the last stream about how like Ghost is the best energy drink right now because they have a lot of flavors, they have the most caffeine, and it's a 16-ounce can instead of Red Bull's like a 12-ounce can, and they even have 8.4-ounce cans. And I just missed my turn because I'm yapping. I'm gonna put that on a shirt. I just missed my turn because I'm yapping. Link in bio, I guess. But yeah, so like instead of expecting or whatever it being weird when somebody super chats me and being like thank you, thank you, thank you, I don't know, because I feel like that's awkward. I'm just gonna be like, hey, if you want to get me an energy drink and so I don't crash and die, um, yeah, there you go. $3.15 for Red Bull, $2.65 for a Ghost. I'll have to figure out what a Monster costs. It's somewhere in between because it's I believe 268 now for a Monster in my area before tax. So, and then I'm also like, if you want to buy me Taco Bell, a Taco Bell uh, value box is like $6 or whatever. So you can just do it like that, make it fun, make it silly instead of like you know a $10 super chat, just kind of arbitrary numbers. It can be more specific, more fun. And then I was joking around that like, and to the point like, if you donate uh, money for me to get food or something, like I have to do it on stream. So if like 3 people, 4 people, 5 people donate for me to get Taco Bell, like I have to just suffer, and I have to eat 5 boxes, 5 Taco Bell boxes with like it'd just be so much food. I feel like that'd be hilarious. Um, but anyway, obviously, again, I expect nothing. And anything you guys do send, if you ever do, I'm obviously so grateful for. So, um, yeah, appreciate it. But again, the whole cent 2.99 is uh, that's kind of freaking wild. Not gonna lie. Jumping in live streams, sending fake. Whoa. There we go. Oh wait, hold up. There we go. Oof. I knocked y'all off of my mount. I closed the app. But we're back. Here we go. But yeah, no, sending a fake super chat is crazy. One item here. Easiest drop off of my life. Very cool. All right, that's number one. We've got two more to go. Okay, also pretty close. It's really the last drop that's gonna add most of the mileage, which is, typically how it goes. Like, I wonder how many miles I would drive in a day if the last delivery on every single delivery I didn't do, or that I did do, was just like half the distance. I feel like I'd save most of my mileage because that eliminates so much of the drive back, and then obviously like the mileage itself for the trip there. I think I would literally save like half the mileage if the last delivery on each batch that I did would be like even just half the distance. Like not even if it wasn't on there, but if Walmart had standards and didn't have the craziest delivery radius, then it'd be so much kinder to my gas tank and my wallet. Got my usual customer, and she appreciates the hard work I put in. That's great. Yeah, I always find it interesting when you get a customer who's like, "Sorry, man, I can't tip, but I really appreciate you." It's like, okay, I mean that's fine, I guess. Like, if I took that order, then the base pay was enough for me, I guess. But like, uh, I don't. I'm not saying that's what they said to you or anything, but like, why say anything? Just be like, thanks. Like, why draw attention to the fact that you didn't tip? It's like you're just rubbing it in. Feel bad. Whoa. All right, I apologize for that. Yeah, I mean, Verizon is just atrocious. Um, and again, the biggest problem I have with it is that it tells me that I have signal and that I have ultra wide, which is supposed to be really fast service. Whatever, 5G, all this, whatever, and then nothing connects. Everything drops. You can't get navigation. You can't finish an order. The worst thing ever. But yeah. So, anyways, I apologize for the spotty signal. But you can blame Verizon. Anyway, my son woke up and he called me using his daddy's phone. Yes, the classic cell service situation. Yep. I got Verizon specifically because I thought it would be good. Um, but I guess I should have got like AT&T or something. I don't know. But at this point, it is what it is. I definitely have an open door here, and that's not ideal. T-Mobile does the same thing. Yeah, I mean, honestly, they all do. There's really no good service. So there we go. Oh, my door is actually shut, and I'm not gonna lose all my groceries while turning or something. LOL. Yeah, I've been having issues with my SIM card lately with my phone saying, "Please insert a SIM card in order to like use this phone or whatever." I can even imagine like normal, and I never once. And all, yeah, no, for real. Well, I mean, like most phones have moved to a um, an eSIM, so like it yelling at you about that is kind of stupid. I need to make sure I'm charging this. There we go. All right, we're chilling. I guess that's what I should start naming my lives, though. Baldy tries to make money in the morning. Maybe I'll change my channel name to the Bald Dasher. It'll attract more viewers. I guess that's what works on on live streams. I feel like there's definitely generally a different audience, different target audience for live stream. Uh, I mean, ideally, I hit all the other gig workers who are out there working anyway, and then we just kind of hang out. But there's a lot of brain rot that goes around in live streams. My buddy, well, my brother-in-law, I should say, who's also my buddy, but I don't know what the heck is going on here. We've got some crew hogging up the road. But anyway, yeah, no, my brother-in-law, he used to do some live streaming. He played Roblox, and already I think once you say that, you kind of know the like demographic that you're dealing with. But he, I don't know, it's like a whole other world, a completely different skill set. Like the people that come in and out of the streams, um, and from what I understand, it was TikTok live, and he would stream the game on TikTok, and the monetization on that is like crazy because people just like spam bits, which are like pennies at a time or whatever, but they'll just like drop like 300 bits on you, and then boom, there's a $3, and then they'll just like swipe up on your live, and then uh, donate a bunch of money, and then move on, and then go to the next thing, and so it's like constantly in and out, different people, so you can't even hold a conversation with anyone. But again, you're playing Roblox, so it doesn't matter. And he made like in a day, or not in a day, like in a relatively short stream, he made $75. I think it was like a 2 or 3 hour stream, and I was like, dang, I don't know, maybe I should start streaming on TikTok or something. But I don't know, they've got their own problems over there. Um, I heard TikTok is where gig tubers go to die because somebody ends up complaining and then get reported or whatever their policies are. I don't really know. I didn't look into it, but um, I don't know. I just thought it was interesting because dude made freaking $75 in 3 hours playing a video game. But then he like never did it again. I feel like you just get burnt out on it or something. But it makes sense because again, watching him, he's talking to everyone like, and then they're like hi, and it's all brain rot memes. You have to be in the loop on. You have to know what you're talking about. So like, I respect it for sure. But dang, it's a whole nother world. And yeah, so I think it's kind of similar on YouTube where it's like it's kind of just a general different demographic of people that tune into lives. Um, until you find your audience, you find your regulars, and I appreciate that about you. For those of you tuning in, um, but compared to like a video where you have your normal commenters or whatever, um, you know, you get different people. So yeah, let's see. Like normal one, I never once. Oh, I can call and everything just fine. Just cannot message anybody. Interesting. 775 going 2.3 and shopping 10 items. Okay, DoorDash. If you know the store pretty well, or if it's like a CVS, something, whatever, it's a smaller store, those 10 item shops are pretty good. Knock them out really quick. Easy money. It's also nice because, well, so this is what Grind for the Dollar said on his stream, or not his stream, his collab video with Your Driver Mike, is he said he likes shopping more than food delivery because he knows pretty much how long it's going to take based on the items. And, if he knows the store or whatever, he can get a pretty accurate estimate on how long the order is going to take. Whereas with food delivery, you don't know because you could get to the order and they haven't even started on it. And they, whatever, not prioritized because they're doing everybody else's order before yours or whatever. And you could be waiting there for 30 minutes, for a $10 order. It's like not ideal. But, and while I agree with all of that, I do think with shopping, though, there's a lot of unknowns with, like, are they going to have the item? Is the customer going to respond if I, submit a substitution? Uh, you know, just there's so many other variables with shopping that, um, it's pick your poison. But um, yeah, I don't know. So I think overall, I agree that shopping is better because especially if you know your stores really well. Um, but it's not all rainbows and butterflies over here. Like we've got our own issues to deal with shopping orders. So, well, with DoorDash, you get both. Do you have the toggle? I don't know if that's in all markets. I think it is by now. But like, are you able to turn on? Okay, no. So some markets have it where you can turn on only shopping, but you have to be a pro shopper. And then uh, I don't know if this is the case, but I think that most markets have the ability to turn off shopping. Or at least if you don't have your red card or whatever, then obviously you can't do shopping anyway. But I'm curious if you have that option. All right, we're coming up on the last delivery here. Well, still got another 2.6 miles, but we're getting off the highway, going in through Huntertown. Yoink. 8:20. Says we'll get there by 8:24. Yeah, we should be able to get back in time to that Walmart before the round robin drops. So, crossing our fingers, we can string one more together before we go into the office, and hopefully one that's going towards there instead of further up out. But that might just be wishful thinking. So, we'll keep our expectations a little bit tempered here. Oh, what in the world? I must have accidentally hit a button on my thing that switched um, my screen to kilometers instead of miles per hour. Just teleported to England or wherever. I switched it back. We're fine. I looked down. I said I was going like 60 miles an hour. I was like, wait a minute. No, that's kilometers per hour. I thought I was speeding. This town has a lot of little cute shops. They've got an ice cream shop over there. I think that's a coffee shop or like a smoothie shop or something too. Need to come down here sometime for a little date day. Check it out. I feel like that's another little bonus about Fort Wayne is that we've got all these little small towns orbiting us. Maybe a good 40-minute drive for each of them, but um, all the downtowns are really, really fun. You can make for a nice little day to get out of the town and do something else. Oh yeah. Ah. Oh, quick little update for y'all on my whole like passing out thing. And it's not like nothing's definitive. I had one doctor's appointment, but I had my doctor appointment, and I told them everything, whatever. Actually, I need to go grab my prescription. Um, but yes, so they ended up looking in my ears and they found out that I have like a ton of freaking gunk in there apparently, which is crazy because historically I've never had super waxy ears growing up, at least, whatever. But they did a cleaning and it was disgusting. So I don't know if that's TMI for y'all, but like, they pulled out giant gunks of wax out of my ear, and so far it's like I haven't noticed any difference. um, Maybe a little bit, but like definitely there's still like reduced hearing on my right side. So, but they did say that that could be a factor with like my dizzy spells or whatever. It could just be like a lot of pressure, especially when I'm like eat a lot of sugar or like my blood blood pressure is changing because whatever, energy drink or working out, heart's beating. Um, the extra added like presence and whatever the pressure of the earwax potentially pushing on my eardrum and whatever else could cause some effects like I was describing, um, which also kind of lends towards the idea of it being kind of no rhyme or reason. Um, well, that could be the rhyme or reason. So anyway, they cleaned out my ears and theoretically that'll help, but they didn't get everything because apparently the earwax is like really stuck on there. So they are that's the prescription, is that I will be getting some ear drops that'll help kind of soften up the whatever, and then hopefully it'll fall out. But yeah, so not completely resolved or anything, but hopefully headed in the right direction here. Got that scanned up. This one requires a code, so I will not have pocket cam activated. But we'll just play it off like I'm punching it in on the live stream here. Oh, hey there.
Hey,
There's this boy going all right. How about yourself? Good. All right. Need a code? Yeah.
4693.
4693. Sweet. Thanks. Have a
All
great
right.
one.
Thanks, you too.
All right. Very good. And that is delivery number 3. So we are about that far out from. Actually, let's just go ahead and hit it. Navigate. We are 5 miles out. So a little bit further than I was thinking, but that's okay. Again, for the time, pretty solid. We are 2 hours and 15 minutes in, actually, right now. And we're at 50 something dollars. 54, I believe. Yeah. So we'll try to get one more here before we close the stream out. But yeah, we need to get over there as soon as we can. I think I'm going the right way. Yes. Turning here. This edition is so confusing. Okay, there we go. All right, I know where I'm going now. We'll keep an eye out on that. Cool. Do the quick math and get the official number for our total. So we did 27. Oops. 27.77, and our other order was 26.55. So we are at 54.32. Again, for 2 hours and 15 minutes, not bad. Better than a lot of our other recent mornings. So I'll punch that in here real quick. Oh, I'm looking for. There we go. Ooh, this dude's coming quick on that stop sign. He needs to chill. All right, got that punched in. And we'll pin that. There we go. All right, we got some orders coming in. Let's take a peek. Okay. $12 for 5. Sam's Club shopping, 5 items, 9 quantity. I bet that's a whole bunch of waters. Yep, sure is. 4 cases of water, not doing that for $12, sorry. I'm not sorry. I'm just not doing it. And then the other one is way across town, so we're not doing that, even if it was good. And the other one, same thing. All right, well, that's all right. Sooner we can get back to this Walmart, the better. Because we got about 10 minutes till the drop. Oh, Stosh is being silly. There's that ice cream shop. I point to it as if you can like turn your head and look. This camera is your eyes, and my hand is your neck. How does that make you feel? A Jeep for sale? Oh, is that a? Well, I thought that was a garage sale. Had a bunch of like kid yard stuff. Be really nice for this summer, but I don't think it was a garage sale. Kenna has discovered the joys of Facebook Marketplace ever since we started looking for a car, and naturally she's expanded her horizons on it and has found a billion other things to purchase as well. And now that's expanded to garage sales, because there's a lot of garage sale listings and stuff on Facebook Marketplace as well. Um, but it is garage sale season right now, and it's been a while since I've been like garage sailing. Take a take a weekend or a day or whatever to specifically hit up a bunch of garage sales, or even just drive around looking for garage sale signs. Because there's two ways you can do it. You can be casual and just kind of like drive around and see, if there's like an addition that everyone's having their garage sale all at the same time. You can poke around there, whatever, or just drive around looking for garage sale signs in general. Or you can go crazy and like cross-reference items on different listings. Look at all the garage sale groups on Facebook and Facebook Marketplace, and whatever else. Craigslist. I don't know if it still exists here, but yeah, and like be like, oh, these guys have this, so we're gonna go there, and then next, these people have this, so we're gonna go there. And we're going to check out this place all along the way because it's there, whatever. So there's like professional garage sailing, and then there's casual garage sailing, I feel like. And honestly, I really like casual garage sailing because it's fun to just kind of peruse. But if you're going to find, most of the time, if you're going to find anything like really decent and nice, you're going to have to look online in Facebook groups or whatever to find something nice. But yeah, it might be fun to do that sooner or later. Problem is, I don't really need anything, so whatever I'd buy would probably just be junk. Unless I can find like some nice shoes. I probably do need some shoes here pretty soon, because some of them are definitely falling apart. But at that point, I might just need to go to the shoe store, go to the mall or something, and see what sales are going on. Because finding some shoes at a garage sale is, if you get lucky. But 8:32, still nothing. Oh, actually, excuse me, guys. Oh, there is another order at Sam's Club, but it's going a lot further, and it's more items, and it's 2 deliveries. So yeah, we're not going to do that one. Let me double check again when my catering is. Okay, good. So I have a little bit more time than I thought. I was thinking my pickup was at like 10:30 or something, but it is at 11:19. It is down south, so it'll be a decent drive. Probably a good, uh, you know, nothing's too far here in Fort Wayne. Everything's really close. But I'll probably have to hop on the highway, and then it's maybe a 15-minute drive or so from the office. Yeah, maybe even less. So we can plan on leaving like just a little after 11, which means, yeah, I think we can squeeze in another order here, assuming they give us one. This road is down to 2 lanes. A lot of construction happening around, slowing us down. But looks like we're gonna make it here. One time. Oh my gosh, guys, I apologize. If nothing else, I just need to grab an energy drink so that way I'm not annoying y'all on live with neons. We are officially in the parking lot. A couple minutes to spare. But again, this store is a little bit weird. Can never quite exactly tell when orders are going to drop here, so I don't know. Again, crossing our fingers. Hopefully, we get something in a reasonable amount of time here. Still nothing new. I got to start taking orders. I don't care what the payout is anymore, and besides the mileage, I will watch out for him if it's not like short distance, even though it's like tools and some odd cents in order. Yeah. Yep. These apps will get you feeling desperate, and that's how they take advantage of you. But okay, something is. There we go. That was obnoxious. Yeah, I mean, and sometimes you are, and sometimes you just have to be taken advantage of a little bit by the apps. But hopefully, the goal is to get to a better place where you have maybe some little extra money in savings where you don't have to worry so much about um, whatever, and then you'd be like, hey, I don't have to take this order, so I'm not going to. But until you get to that spot, it can be pretty rough. So still going to hold strong and try to do my best to not let it. Yeah, yeah. It's just obviously you just never know what's right around the corner. You don't know if you decline an order, if you're gonna get a really good one next, or if you're gonna get nothing for a half an hour and waste your time. And such is the gig life. But it's a gig life for me for now. Let's see what we got. Okay. So there's an order from this store. Oh, and it's gone. Immediately got taken. It was going up north, so it would have been a 22-mile round trip for $21. Not trying to do that. Um, Still a whole bunch of nothing. There's another Sam's Club order. It's only $12 for shopping at Sam's Club, though. I don't know. Yeah, two things of water. Oh, both of them require customer verification. Definitely not doing that one. Oh, oh my. Hmm. The items on this delivery is crazy. Some goggles, air fresheners, uh, artificial flowers. Yeah, so some swimming items, whatever. But like the delivery, just look at it. It's from all the way down there going all the way up here. And I'm sitting at a Walmart right here. But I guess this Walmart just doesn't have anything that they want. So, I don't know, man. That's kind of crazy. You would think Walmart would standardize the items they have. And, to an extent they do. Like their groceries, they have their great value brand and whatever. They've got all, you know, generally you can be like, okay, I'm going to Walmart and I know what I'm going to get. But I mean, our each of our Walmarts is pretty wildly different. Like one of them has a lot of outdoor stuff. Has like a really good patio and garden section. The other one has a lot of like home decor stuff. Another one has a lot of oh, what do they have? Like home appliances and stuff. Whereas like the other ones don't. And like I guess that makes sense. Maybe you don't want that in every store. But it obviously, excuse me, guys. Oh my gosh, it obviously makes for not a streamlined delivery experience, at least. But at least in our market, like if you live in Fort Wayne in general, then you can go to a Walmart and get pretty much everything. But it might have to be a different Walmart. It might. Well, wait, I can't talk today, but it might be the Walmart from across town, which they're happy to solve that at $10 a month or whatever for Walmart Plus. And just get it delivered, so you don't have to do that. But yeah, here we are, taking the brunt of that. Well, it is 8:40, and we didn't get anything on those round robin times. So it's not great. I'm gonna give it a few more minutes here, but I don't want to really waste a lot of time. Okay, well, we'll just get one. Oh, look, look at that. All right. Oh, it's an in-store pharmacy? Double pharmacy. Wow. Look at that. I'm gonna screenshot this one. Um, yeah, double pharmacy pickup. So we'll have to wait a little while to pick it up here. Says 9:10 pickup. Pharmacy opens at 9, so we'll head in around then. But wow, that is a lot. That's a high paying pharmacy order. Like, look at that. That's only $2 in tips, but $25 on the delivery. That's crazy. I've not seen it that high before for just two pharmacies. Like, yeah, this is going to be a quick order. This is a fantastic delivery to finish our day out on. Um, I believe this will put us at 80, $81. So a really, really fantastic morning. Again, in this will put us at about 3.5 hours for $81, where the other day it took us 8 hours to make 120. So that's what I'm talking about when like it's a mixed bag. You never know what you're gonna get. So you can't get discouraged about a bad day, a bad week, or whatever, because the next day you could be making double what you were making the day before, and it makes up for it, averages out. And typically that's what I see. But you know, so yeah, that's I I can definitely start spiraling, and I can get into a bad mood and be like, oh, everything's bad, gig work is dead. I can't support myself on this, my family, whatever, blah 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 blah. And and while acknowledging that, yes, these apps are kind of on a downward death spiral. Just because it's like really bad one day doesn't mean it's still not going to generally even out over over a longer time period. But I still stand by the fact that like long term, it's getting worse. Um, but that doesn't mean it's like abandon ship immediately. I don't know if that makes any sense, but like the point is that it's volatile, and you shouldn't not work because you think that you're not going to make anything. You just have to go out there. You have to go out there and you have to see what's out there. Because if you're gonna complain or say you can't make any money when you're not trying, then obviously you're not gonna make any if you're not gonna try. Um, so that's kind of my mindset. It's like, well, I'm gonna prove to myself that it's bad, and then plenty of times I get surprised that it's actually not that bad. So, and in today's case, like pretty good. So yeah, very good morning to kind of make up for the other day. That means between this order and the catering order that we have later today, this is going to put us at $250 for the week, which means I only need to get about four. a little $375 for the rest of the week, and I think that's definitely doable between Thursday and Friday. And so if we want to try to make up for some of the lost money from the week before, then maybe I could go out Saturday. But got a few things going on that day, so maybe we'll see. But either way, pretty much whenever I'm working, I'll be live streaming. um, yeah. So I have a bunch of clips saved from these lives as well, and I haven't had the time to go through them and see if like they look fine, and trim them down if I need to. I don't know. I'm assuming I can do that on the YouTube app, but um, so that way I can do little recaps or whatever from some highlights from the streams, and y'all can watch those back, or maybe we can get some new people coming in on the stream and we can all hang out together. I think that'd be ideal. But anyways, one of these days I'll get to that, and I'll probably just like upload a whole bunch of them all at once, or maybe I'll schedule them out so it's like I'm uploading 2 clips a day for a couple days, and then um, yeah, so that's kind of in the pipeline as well. But for now, we're hanging out. We've got a good 15 minutes before the pharmacy opens. I might head in and like grab a drink or something since we're just kind of hanging out. But let me catch up on chat. I think it's just a couple of. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna hold strong. 8 and 2 cents. Shopping only 4 to 6 items. 5.6 miles. Okay, yeah, it's a good one to keep you rolling. 4 to 6 items. Yeah, that'll be a quick shop too. So hopefully it keeps you in a good spot. Uber Eats, okay. This is a very easy order to shop. Good, good, good. Yeah, knock that out as fast as you can. I mean, at $8, you'll probably get that done in what, 20 minutes? So theoretically, that's like a $24 an hour pace, right? With the 5 miles. I mean, yeah, depending on how long that takes you to shop, I'm sure you could get that done in 20 minutes. See, the delivery on this one is coming down. Uh-oh. Okay, never mind. The pin was over a school for a second, but I zoomed in and it was a house next to the school, so that's good. I've delivered to schools before, and it's just a nightmare. It's not that bad usually, but I just don't like having to deal with getting buzzed in and dealing with reception and stuff like that. So anyway, the next one's going up. Honestly, ideally, um, I would have preferred this order to like take me this way and then down because this is closer to work, but I'm gonna have to go down, then up, and then back. Um, but as far as I know, I can't change that order delivery. So, whoops. Oh, wait. Well, yeah, a little early. So it's not going to let us start for another 18 minutes. So even if I wanted to show up when the pharmacy opened, um, it's still not going to let me. So we're just hanging out. But let me update this while I can. 27.74 on this delivery. 27.74. Very good. Put that on there. And I think we'll just leave it there for a little bit. We won't pin it yet. But if chat brings it too far up, then we'll pin it. But that way you can kind of see that's our current order. This is our current total. So by the end of it, we'll be at just over $80. So yeah, again, we're chilling. I've got 18 minutes to do nothing. So um, what is up? What are we doing? We hanging out? Let me know. Again, I still feel like I haven't heard from too many of you about what y'all did over the holiday weekend. Um, I didn't get to do too much. Again, we were trying to figure out the boat situation, and it didn't quite work out. But hopefully this weekend we'll be able to bring that on to the river with some family, whoever else. But yeah, I mean, I know you were working. You and I were working on Monday when most people were taking it off. So I respect the hustle, respect the grind. Got to do what you got to do. I mean, like at this point, I'm just like going through my emails, deleting some things. Got a new my chart message. Cool. Maybe I'll read the local newsletter here. Uh-oh, what's this? Okay. What? This is actually interesting. Here we go. Earnings adjustments. Please read carefully. This is a Walmart Spark uh, email. It says, hello, we're contacting you about a settlement between Walmart, the Federal Trade Commission, and several states. In connection with the settlement, Walmart recently sent payments pertaining to the services you provided with the Spark Driver app. You received this payment on May 26th, 2026. So that was yesterday. These payments were intended to compensate you for tips, earnings, or incentives for services you provided and are part of the relief provided under the settlement. The disbursements appear as an adjustment credit in the Spark Driver app. To see a detailed breakdown of the disbursement, go to your account through the main menu of the app, tap Earnings Overview, then Deposit Summaries. Taxes and 1099 adjustments will be included in your 1099 tax documents as applicable. Okay, well, so saying we got something? Confirmed earnings, adjustments credits. Wow. $191. So they caught them stealing tips or something, and they had to pay up. And I got $191. That's crazy. Well, that's something freaking cool that we just caught on stream here. I clipped that. Hopefully that'll be a short here. Wow. That's very cool. I mean, it's probably well, hold up. Let me read that again because it says it'll be included on my 1099. It's a settlement. So it's no, it's additional earnings. It's not like something that I assumed I had earned. It is something that yeah, yeah, yeah. So it's not like, oh, I thought I made this but I didn't and so now they're giving it back. It's a settlement, like additional earnings that I didn't have before and because adjustment credit relief provided under the settlement disbursements. Whoa. Very cool. I wonder what the heck they did. Says in connection, um, intended to compensate you for tips, earnings, or incentives for services you provided and are part of the relief provided under the settlement. Disbursements. So somebody probably sued them because there was some shenanigans going on um, with the where is it? Oh my gosh. What the three things they said? The tips, earnings or incentives. So somebody found some something going on and sued them, and I guess I automatically got included in the settlement there. So that's really really awesome. Um, yeah, hey, I mean, what's new? Like, these apps are always doing something crazy. They're always doing something shady, and unless somebody's keeping an eye out and keeping them accountable, like, I would have known about that. I never would have known that they would have owed me money. I never would have known that they were screwing me out of potential earnings. But somebody figured something out, and somebody sued them, and then we got paid because of it. So thank you to whoever was keeping an eye out on that. But like, that's crazy. $191 just chilling. Additional. We'll take that. We'll take it any day for free. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, at this point, we'll take any win because, again, we kind of spent a little bit more money on that car that we wanted to. But hey, yeah, an extra 100 here, 100 there. That'll help. There we go. Trying to make as much as I can before I head down towards Tennessee to go see my family. Oh, awesome. What part of Tennessee are you visiting? And kind of the goal here is just to do 3 orders before I go into work, and we are on another one, that will be our 3rd, so not exactly shooting for a money goal, but it ended up being a pretty decent morning. We got some good orders. It's 27.74 will put us over 80 bucks. It's a little town called Sunbright. Okay. Yeah, I haven't heard of that one, but Kenna and I went on our for our first year anniversary trip. We went to Gatlinburg, which is obviously, like it's the tourist destination, whatever, for or at least one of the big ones for Tennessee. Um, and but yeah, so that was a lot of fun. We went to Gatlinburg and the other one that's right next to Gatlinburg. Whatever, but yeah, it was a lot of fun. Did some hiking, did some touristy things, rented a well, they called it a cabin, but it was like a renovated apartment. Well, yeah, I'm glad I went through my emails here because I just found that. So hey, if you work for Spark, check your email, check your earnings on the app, and see if you got that earnings adjustment as well. 30 minutes off Oak Ridge, Tennessee. Okay, yeah. Sell the stuff for Dream Team. Panera Bread's yelling at me. I thought I unsubscribed to their emails, dang it. Cool. Well, it is 9 o'clock. Still not going to let us start our delivery, but I might head in there. See if I can grab a drink or something. Well, hold up. Wait. Let me think about this. Where are we going? The delivery on this. Well, I wouldn't call it close to home, but it might not be a bad idea to stop at home and grab a few things. Uh, yeah, I think after we do this delivery, I might stop at home, make a drink, grab something to eat too, because haven't done that yet. So, and then oh, but it's already 9. Wait, hold up, I need to think about this. If I'm getting into the office, I really can't stop for long. Hmm. Probably 9:30 by the time we're done. Get there at 10. Not gonna have much time. We'll see. Um, if we're crunched for time, I'll just go straight into the office. Actually, I think at this point we are just gonna go straight into the office. Um, because I need to decide whether I'm gonna make a drink or buy a drink. So, we'll see what they have at this store. I'm not. I feel like I'm not over at this store that much. So, just give me a few minutes of time. I'm gonna go hop in, um, explore real quick because it's the 1804 store down south by Jefferson Point that has the Calypsos that I like, and they have the new flavor. Um, and so like I might go peek around, see if they have one of those here. I don't think they do at this location. But you know, poke around, see if they have any exclusive items at this Walmart. Real quick, I'm going to just take a quick screenshot of this email, and I'm going to send it into the Discord. See what other people think of it. See if they got it. Oops. Anyone else get this? Question mark. Cool. All right, we posted that. This is I don't know. So this is Zach Drives Fast. I feel like he hasn't posted in a long time, but he used to have a probably one of the most active Discords in the gig world, but it's pretty much since died, and now all we get is this dang uh, bot just spamming this random dude's bodybuilding stuff in it. It's so annoying. But every once in a while, we'll pop in and kind of chat about some stuff. So uh, I don't know if you guys are on Discord and like I don't know. It used to be a really decent community spot, but I don't know if that's that great anymore. But anyway, Zach Drives Fast. Um, what am I saying? His Discord is pretty decent. I don't, pop in there if you want. I'm still in it for now, but if nobody ends up using it anymore, then I might just have to get out of there because the automated messages from that bot are pretty annoying. I wish there was a way to like just mute it, but unless you're an admin, I don't think you can turn it off. So anyway, I'm going to pull up here. Hey, look, a Chrysler Pacifica. This one looks really similar to the one we just got. So this is basically my new car. That doesn't seem to be the hybrid version, but anyway, there's a little sneak peek. Yes, I know I'm unbuckled. I was just driving like .2 freaking feet to get parked here. Anyways, we're parked over here on the pharmacy side. and we're gonna poke inside, see what we can find before we have to pick up. Actually, here in like only a couple minutes, so we don't have that much time to waste anyway. But actually, personally, for you, you can actually turn it off. Yeah, well, I know you can mute, like you can mute the notifications or whatever, but you can't. As far as I've found, with all the settings and everything I've poked through, I can't find any way to turn off like the bot posting. So, I mean, if you can, let me know. Let me know how to do that because that'd be great. But yeah, we're on the pharmacy side of the store here. I'm gonna go poke around, see if I can find a energy drink or something. They usually have pretty much everything here. Do I need an energy drink? Yes, I keep yawning, so I need to stop that. Okay, they got Lonnie's, Rockstar. Well, I walked in this side because that's where the pharmacy is, but now I'm going all the way over to the other side because that's where all the drinks are. LOL. Lonnie. Okay, here we go. We got a bunch of the ghost flavors. I had that orange cream the other day, and that was really freaking good. But I've been craving one of the peaches, so I might do a peach ghost. Got a bunch of Alani's here that are not cold. They're supposed to be coming out with a new flavor. They've got this cotton candy one, but they're supposed to be coming out with like a grape cotton candy or something, and I'm really excited about that. Um, this is again the new Red Bull flavor, Sudachi lime. Pretty good, but again, they raised their prices recently. So yeah, like I said, $3.15 for a Red Bull. Okay, I keep seeing these everywhere too. I think this is a newer energy drink. It's just berry, very simple can design. Um, I don't see the caffeine content. Caffeine evolved. Maybe it's like nootropics or something, technically, so it's not actually caffeine. Yeah, because it says paraxanthine, 300 milligrams, and alpha GPC, Genius Beer. So whatever these fancy, you know, dumb chemicals are, probably give you cancer. I mean, let's be honest, it's definitely giving you cancer. But, you know, we're okay with a little bit of cancer. That's wild. That's crazy. I didn't say that. You can ignore me. I'm sorry. Grape is tempting. Okay, here we go. So the monsters, yeah, are 268 now before tax. Ultra Wild Passion's not bad. Punk Punch is okay. This is the returning red, white, and blue. It's okay. The Ultra Sunrise is really good. I really like the Ultra Vice Guava. But yeah, I think we're just gonna stick with the peach. So I saw one here. Nope, that's an orange cream. Here we go. Got peaches. I do wish they had a peaches and cream. I think that would be like the ultimate flavor. Anyways, we're gonna officially start the trip here. Confirm arrival. We'll figure that out in a second. It's gonna make me do a what are we talking about? It's gonna make me do a Face ID. But I think I'm gonna grab one of these breakfast tater cakes and a popcorn chicken as well. Because I'm not gonna have any time to actually eat anything today. But yeah, um, usually I, what am I trying to say? Will pack some snacks or whatever. I did not do that this morning. Whoa, that scanned twice. There we go. Bring it around. Try to put it in the bags. Card's freaking out. Yep. Sheesh. See, this is my dilemma, right? Thank you too. Okay, take my quick mug shot to be able to start this order. But no, yeah. So like, this is my dilemma, right? I'm like, okay, well, let's go grab a cheap breakfast. I'll do that at Walmart, and then I pay for 3 items. Let me take my picture here. There we go. And it's like, I don't know, not even the greatest stuff, right? I got popcorn, chicken, and tater cakes. And then it comes out to $8.37. I'm like, dang it, I could have got a freaking breakfast box at Taco Bell or McDonald's or something, and I would have been a lot happier. I don't know. Everything's expensive these days, man. Well, hey there. Yeah, I got a Spark 9959.
What was it? Sorry.
9959. There it goes. Cool. Awesome. Thank you much.
Yeah, of course. Have a good day.
You too. All right. Pretty easy pickup. No line as well, actually. There's like, what, 5 of them back there? All running around doing whatever. And yeah, no line, so pretty good. All right, well, we parked pretty far out. Here we go. Well, the first drop is 4.1 miles, 10 minutes. Yeah, I'm glad I ended up getting this stuff because I am definitely not going to be able to make the time to get home before needing to be in the office. So, all right. Well, there are 2 deliveries. There's my drink. There's my food. We're good to go. We are going down Lima and then cutting across. Oh, what is that? Wallen? Okay. Yep. Okie doke. Boom. Bop. Pow. We're going. Plug y'all back in here a little bit. All right, well, let's crack this thing open. Again, last time I tried the orange cream for the first time in a long time, and it was amazing. This time we've got the peaches. So let's just make sure we're good here. Yes, we're good here. All right. Sorry, let me get that very satisfying one-handed can crack in a second here. Just gotta drive. All right, here we go. Let's see. Boom. Ghost Energy, goated, peaches flavor. I wish it was peaches and cream, but okay, this is not working at all. I cannot get my finger under it. Oh, there we go. Try it again. Boom. Ooh, nice little splash. You probably couldn't see it, but it went everywhere. So there we go. Unfortunately, it's faced this way, but so good, dude. You know what I should do though is I should try this compared to the peach Alani because that one's really good too. And I think go or Monster has a peach flavor as well. So we could do a little flavored energy drink off and see which one wins. Obviously, depends on your taste, which one you like. Honestly, at this point, I'm kind of a brand loyalist, which is crazy. Like, usually I don't give a rip about that unless it comes to Taco Bell. But Ghost, again, is probably the best in terms of value to the amount you're getting, to the flavor. Like, I don't know. I'm a fan. They've got me. They got me hooked compared to the other ones. I used to be kind of like big on Alani, but I think that was just because it was like the first one I got into, and so it'll always hold a dear place in my heart. The watermelon Alani is like so good, and what I used to do with that all the time is I would take it into Kenna's work when she was still working at the coffee shop, and she would they'd put like some vanilla flavoring in it, and then they'd put like a cold foam on top as well, and that just like took it to the next level. So yeah, but now at this point, I think Ghost again is probably just my favorite. I think the I have the most like I like most of their flavors, whereas with like Monster, I like maybe half of their flavors. Um, and Red Bull is kind of like I like same thing with the Alani's. What I would do is I'd take it in and we'd get like an orange cream Red Bull or Dreamsicle Red Bull, whatever, and just putting vanilla and orange flavor in it. but you need to doctor it up for it to be just as good as a Ghost, right? Whereas Ghost, it's good on its own. It's the cheapest. You get 16 ounces instead of 12, like on Red Bulls or Alani's. Um, Monster does give you 16 ounces, but uh, I like that better because, especially compared to the Alani's, where it's 200 milligrams, it's like you take one sip of that and you're getting like 10% of the caffeine in one sip. Whereas this, it's a little bit more diluted because there's more, and you get to sip on it longer because there's more, and so you get to savor. Freaking out about energy drinks and talking about all these things that go through my brain when I'm considering all this, but it's a little bit kind of a little over the top, but call me a call me a fan, call me a nerd, an energy drink nerd. I don't care. Is that why I'm bald? Perhaps. Anyway, he said, I think they do Hollywood because I see so many different flavors of Monster drinks. That's ridiculous. Yeah, yeah. I feel like Red Bull and Monster uh, have the advertising game down pretty good. Ghost seems to be more niche, but like I don't know. I don't ever see any advertising for them, but they're everywhere, just like Ghost and Red Bull are. So they seem to be doing fine. But I really do think peaches, if they made a peaches and cream, just like they have the orange cream, they have the raspberries and cream, I think it'd just take it to that next level. This flavor would be perfect. We are almost at the delivery here, about half mile out. I think we need to. Oh, huh. I didn't know I could turn left there on this side. I thought that was a. Anyway. But yeah, I did grab some snacks, some protein for myself as well. Um, should have grabbed like a little barbecue sauce dip or something. They don't always have it, but yeah, I'll eat these so that way I'm not having a energy drink, 200 milligrams of caffeine on an empty stomach. That would be probably not ideal. All right. Oh no, my navigation phone. Oh my gosh, it ended the navigation. I know I have to turn here, but I don't know where I'm going. Gosh dang it. What do you mean a walk? Okay. 2, 5, 8, 5, 12. There we are. Oh, I've delivered to this place before. A couple of times, actually. All right. End route. Here we go. Go around. Put you up here. Uh oh. We got a doggy. Hey, puppy. All right, that is number one. I will say, what I do enjoy about these higher paying, um, like base pays or whatever, is that if something ends up going wrong, that's like again out of my control. Somebody freaking steals whatever off their porch, and they blame me for that, and they remove their tip. Then it's not that big of a deal because there was only $2 worth of tip on there, so I'm still getting $25 for this order. Um, so not bad at all. But I mean, obviously, ideally, we just keep the tip. But that's another thing that kind of goes through my mind when I'm like considering taking orders. I'm like, okay, you know, are they trying to tip bait me? Whatever. There's less risk when the majority of it is base pay. So yeah, yes, does sound bigger than a puppy. The Ring camera. Let's see. Where are we going here? So it wants me to backtrack to get on the highway. You know what? I'm not even going to question it because we're kind of pressed for time here. I'm just going to follow their suggestion. But anyway, let's catch up on the things. What did y'all say? You said, oh man, I don't know if I'm ever going to get out of here. This left turn is rough. Anyway, well, that was the first. Ended up getting the delivery pin through a door camera. The Ring cameras. Oh, dang, yeah. Okay, I think we're good to go here. Yoink. Okay, not too bad. We'll just pop up on the highway right here. Yeah, second exit. So I'm like trying to keep this phone charged, but it's getting really toasty. Um, but since we're about to end the stream here, I'm not too worried about it. So I might just leave it unplugged. I don't know. We'll see. It was kind of the same thing that you were talking about the other day, though, with that dog. That that dog started freaking out, barking real loud before I ever even thought about knocking on the door. They didn't have a note that said, don't knock. The dog goes crazy. But um, yeah, it happened anyway. So like, what am I gonna do? Not my fault. Sorry. Please don't remove my tip. I didn't knock, and your dog went crazy anyway. How many Spark in your area? Like how many Walmarts? I've got 5 Walmarts and a Sam's Club, and a handful of other things that they do, like the Home Depot. But I never take any of the Home Depots because they suck. You're sparking in South Carolina, and it sucks. Really? I've heard good things about South Carolina. I've heard the DoorDash sucks down there. But that's actually really good to know because I've got some friends in South Carolina, and I was considering. I mean, not really. We probably weren't ever going to, but at one point we are like, well, what if we moved down there? And well, I feel like it's a lot more expensive down there than it is up here, for one, and two, if I would go down there and still be doing the same work and making less, sounds like, then that sounds like not a good deal. So, really, DoorDash also bad, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I had a buddy who would do DoorDash and he'd live stream it, and we would watch him go through the lunch rush. Like when you would expect it to be busy, he'd literally get like 2 orders the whole time. He'd make like $12, maybe 20 on like a good lunch shift for like the 3 hours that it lasts. And we'd literally just like hang out with him on live, just watching him suffer. Sucks. What area of South Carolina? My friends live pretty close to the border in Rock Hill and Fort Mill. So I don't know, like Charlotte. That Charlotte area is kind of, I don't know, maybe not the best for gig work. But yeah, where are you at? Rock Hill has the best coffee. They do have some good coffee down there, and that's coming from a barista. So she's speaking truth. Is Spark all you do, or do you also have other apps? I have a catering lined up for later today, so I've pretty much been only running Spark and catering recently. I've done a couple of DoorDashes in the past week, but nothing crazy. And for the most part, whenever I do a DoorDash, I'm like, oh shoot, here's a Spark that just came in that I can't do now because I'm on this DoorDash. So it's like kind of, not worth it to try to multi-app. I feel like you use their beans. Yeah, was it? I think it Rock was the place we went to and got those. It was Rock Hill um, coffee shop, or I don't know, whatever it is, but it was a Rock Hill local place, and I think it was like a micro roastery, so like they roasted their own beans and had stuff like that. It was pretty cool. Oh my gosh, now I'm taking an order on every single app. Oh man. Honestly, I like those days. I Yeah, there'd be days where I would wake up, I'd do an Amazon Flex route, and then I would do Walmart Spark after I finished that out early morning, and then I'd do like DoorDash, Grubhub, and Uber Eats for lunch, and sometimes if I was lucky, I'd also bring string along a catering in there somewhere. So it's literally like I would do like 6 or 7 apps in one day, and it's crazy and hectic, but if everything lines up right, it can really be good earnings because of it. You said creators should have to undergo a mental evaluation before allowing before allowed to go live. Okay. um, I think I agree because I've watched some crazy freaking lives, dude. The content, excuse me, the content that some people put out there, the pure brain rot. I'm just like, what am I watching? Kind of stuff is crazy. I do hope you're not talking about myself though. I believe I am sane for the most part. Maybe 98% sane. I definitely feel like I start to lose my mind after sitting around with no orders for a while. I've seen someone where he's like playing Minecraft and sit and sleeping at his computer. That's not healthy. Sleeping, bro. Well, so YouTube has been cracking down on live streams recently too, where it's like how it works or why it's been doing that. Let's see. I've seen someone who's, yeah, this girl was 18. Oh yeah, young people be doing whatever on live streams too. So, and especially depending on like whether it's YouTube or Kick, or like TikTok Live, Instagram Live, whatever. There's always there's always going to be something weird on there. I think it's best just to not think about it too hard and scroll. Go on to the next one. Yeah, then you got streamers like me who are just trying to make a honest living, do a little bit of morning gig work for the job. Just hang out with some people, have a good time chatting. All right, we got this here. And that is it. And now, of course, it's going to have us take our mug shot. One before and one after on every single pharmacy order. 2, 3 pictures. And let's see if we get approved. See if I am who I say I am. Actually, I think my current photo on file with them, like the original one I took, is back when I still had hair, like down to here. And now that I'm bald, I remember when I shaved, I was like, oh shoot, with all these oh my god, identity verification things, I was like contacts to keep working. But so far it's been chill. But yeah, going from hair down to here to none was definitely quite the change. Okay, so we immediately got another order, which is a return, but it's not anywhere close to us. Like, boom, bop. Nope, I don't think that's gonna happen. So, man, like I'm tempted to take another one if it's going the right direction. How do I get out of here? I'm just gonna pull out this way. But I really don't have much time. So I think we're just gonna head towards the office. And then once we get there, we'll go over our numbers real quick. We'll talk about how far we drove, how much money we made, and how long it took us. So stay tuned to wrap up the live here. I do wish we could keep going longer. Um, and then I'll have to do the catering afterwards. So, but with so many people now joining the live, I'm sad to leave y'all. But we still got a good 15 minutes. It's probably a good 15-minute drive to get to the office. So we can hang out, chat for a little longer. Oh, never mind. I thought that was a really good order. It's not a really good order, but they did send us one, and I'll show it to y'all really quick here. It is $27, which seems great, but it's not very close to us for the pickup, and it's going so very far. So, yeah, no, we're not going to be taking anything like that. Keep this unplugged. This phone is starting to get really hot. Excuse me. But yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and turn off the Spark app because otherwise I'm going to get really tempted to take another one, and I just don't have the time for that. So anyway, that delivery was $27.74, so we will add that to our total. This dude pulled out right in front of me. And as you can see, that brings our total to 8206. Not too bad for about 3.5 hours. Yeah. Of course, we're not um, done yet. We still have our commute that we need to factor in. But I'll go ahead and put that in the chat here. What did I say? 80. What did I say? 8206. Here we go. Another Chrysler Pacifica. Yep. I mean, they are just straight up actually a really popular car, but I keep seeing them everywhere, and I'm like, oh, it's a sign. But now we bought one, so yeah, we're good. We're chilling. All right, 8206. Ours is better. Yep. All right, and then I'll go ahead and pin that. Very good. I can also go ahead and take this off. Maybe. Press the right button. There it is. So, anyways, if you were curious, this is how my mount works. It's literally just like a necklace. It clips in there. And then the magnet for the phone. Pretty nice. It also has, it comes with an additional strap. So if you're doing something a little more movement intensive, it locks it in place a little bit better. Let's see, someday I like the size of my vehicle. Why do you know in the long run that is more gas money? Yeah, I mean, comparing, well, so I guess here's the thing about like the hybrids is that you obviously like you save money on gas because better efficiency, whatever. But there's a break even point somewhere that you have to calculate because um, it's going to be more expensive for the hybrid in the first place. And so let's say it's like you pay $4,000 more for a car because it's a hybrid. Okay, well, how fast are you going to save that $4,000 in gas? Like if that's the only difference between the two cars, you get same trim, same, whatever else, all the options or whatever, same mileage, same year, then assuming you're paying more for the hybrid, you're going to have to make up for that with gas, but it's going to take a while. And so I was calculating that on my old hybrid that I totaled, unfortunately, and um, I realized I saved about $2,600 in gas over the 3.5 years ish that I was driving it. Oh, this Pacifica's trying to sneak in here. I guess I'll let him in, except maybe not because this lane is backed the frick up. Oh my gosh. I don't think we're ever getting on this highway. Anyway, sorry. So back to what I was saying. Um, so I only, and I say only because I drove so many freaking miles on it, and yeah, it was like, oh, only $2,600 over that whole time. Well, if I just bought a car that was $2,600 cheaper, then it would have been the same, and I would have saved that up front. So like that could have been nice, and I would have, What do you want from me, dude? It's not my fault. People are trying to get through the intersection. Whoa. Anyway, so like there's all these extra considerations to be like, well, okay, if I save that money up front, then I could have put it, say, in an investment account or a savings account that could have earned me interest. So like I missed out on the interest. And then also because I borrowed that money up front, I was paying interest on that. So it's actually even a bigger gap that overall I missed out on for like the opportunity cost. And so it's like, a lot to consider. Um, but the longer you have it, the more money you save. And so once you get past the break even point, then you know it's like, okay, yes, this was a good deal. So, but that also assumes that you have a comparable option, like versus like a regular versus a hybrid that are the same kind of car. And most of the time, it's not going to be completely even. So there are other things to consider, like the different upgrades. And ultimately, that is why I went with the car that I did when I bought my hybrid, was um, because it had like the leather seats and other things that I wanted. That I could have saved some money if I didn't get them, but um, you know I was just justifying it, if we're being honest, because I wanted it, and that's fair. So I spent a little money on that, and it was nice to have those options. There's a really nice sound system, all this stuff. But um, yeah. So anyway, if it's solely a financial decision and there's nothing else to consider, then there's definitely an argument to be made that like the hybrid isn't actually going to save you that much gas. Um, but now, in our case, on this most recent car purchase, it's a plug-in hybrid, so that is compounded a lot because it's not just mileage that's better. It's also um, it's also the fact that you get 32 miles every day for free. No gas, you don't have to spend any gas. And if the majority of your commutes for that car daily is going to be under that, which for Kenna it probably will be, then that saves so much more on gas. And that's another thing to consider, obviously. But, you know, obviously there's a lot to consider when you're buying a car. I would hope if you're buying a car that you wouldn't just jump into it blindly because, you need a car or whatever. I don't know. Let's see, once I get the repayment made back on my Uber card, I'll be able to properly once again save money and let that build up. Yep. Yeah. And sorry, um, you have been doing Spark, or have you been just doing um, like food delivery and stuff? Because were you there when I was reading off that thing? They sent that email and they gave me an extra $190. So, you know, that could be the difference depending. I mean, I'm sure it depends on how much you've been working on the app. And since it's kind of been my main app recently, um, it was probably increased comparative, if somebody was only doing like a couple orders a day on it. Um, but I mean, hey, like if you get an extra disbursement because of that settlement, then that could help there as well. Yeah, I mean, if you if anyone in here in the live is if you do Spark, check your earnings tab. Um, I got a disbursement or a settlement payment, whatever you want to call it, for some sort of thing. The Federal Trade Commission, the FTC, like got involved or something. So I don't know who sued who, but if it's like technically a class action, whatever it was, I got free money this week, and technically that makes up for what I didn't make last week. So it's pretty good. nice little boost after spending so much on a car. Obviously, it doesn't even come close to covering it, but I think that's just under 1% of the cost of the car. So, 100 more of those, and we're chilling. 100 more people to sue them. Well, this has been the absolute worst experience. We have a double diverging dime thing here, one of those crazy intersections for the highways, and it's supposed to increase efficiency. I guess it's mostly supposed to increase um, or decrease like dangerous accidents, fatal accidents, and stuff like that. Which, sure, I guess that's fine, but um, because that reduces the like turn lanes to get onto the highway here, this gets backed up so freaking bad. And so everybody's trying to come around, and then everybody's trying to squeeze in last minute. So that backs it up even more. Like literally, it was like three stoplights backed up, and people were sitting in the intersection. That's what was just happening back there. Is people were getting honked at because they were chilling in the intersection when they shouldn't have been. Oh my gosh! And it's such a short light. Yeah, I don't know. But this is where a lot of development's going on in town. So there's definitely an increasing population, and when they put this in, they probably didn't really design it for this many people. Their whatever traffic study they did is definitely a little outdated. Whoa, man, people are crazy. All right, we're finally past the light, so now we can get on the highway. I definitely just wasted a bunch of time sitting in traffic there, but I think by the time we get to the office, it'll have been about 4 hours. Oh my gosh, a little less than 4 hours. Well, that's crazy. I mean, like, on one hand, it felt like we got some pretty good orders today. Um, you know, three 26 or $27 orders without too much wait time. I guess the pharmacy order we did have to wait about 30 minutes before we were allowed to pick it up. So we definitely wasted a lot of time there. Um, and then in between the first and second order, it was also about another 30 minutes. So that was about an hour of wasted time. And then with the commute on both ends, yeah, we're coming out to almost 4 hours here for $80, which is like, I don't know, it's fine. $20 an hour. Like I'm not going to complain about that. When just the other day we were making $15 an hour, waiting around so long. But I do think it's also just part of trying to juggle a W-2 with this work. Like if I was able to stay out, I probably would have beelined it to the store again and taken another order. And I'd probably already been on an order that'd keep my earnings per hour up. Okay. Yes, I'm bald. What's new? Um, so, but yeah, and then again, also I've got a catering order line for today that's gonna boost our hourly for today overall. So between the two, I mean, I think we'll be all right. Mustache, mustache, half an eyebrow, half an eyebrow. Piling it on, baby. Drop a like for the bald mustache man. Hit that like button. Customer's dog came up out of nowhere as I was driving up. Bro, that's the freaking scariest, dude. For me, I mean, obviously, like, I'm nervous to get out. Like, I don't want them to nip me or whatever. And if I can, I'll like, try to hold the groceries in between me and the dog. I guess I should go this way. But the other thing for me is like, if it comes out of nowhere, I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't see him, and I'm scared I'm gonna like run him over, especially backing out because it's always like they're like walking around your entire car. And anyways, I get nervous because of that too. I've delivered to this customer like multiple times, so I know the dog is over friendly. Yeah. Man, we just had a bunch of people jump in the live, call me bald, and point out my mustache, and then they just dipped. They didn't even drop a like. That's crazy. They're gonna come make fun of my shiny, sleek head, then at least drop a like on this live. You know what I'm saying? Drop a super chat, a little donation for, you know, insult the bald man. Just pay him to do it. I was going slow enough slow enough up through the drive-through that way anyway, so the dog was fine. Yeah, I feel like for me it always happens on like the crazy country orders going out. It's like a gravel driveway, and they just like they literally pop out of nowhere. I swear, because they're never on leashes, which is again usually means they're good, kind dogs that don't bark or nip at you. But I still definitely get nervous anyway. Because I've been nipped by a dog on a delivery before, and it was even when the owner was out with him, and I just turned my back to him, and he just like nipped me on the butt, very gently, not gently I should say, but like he just barely grazed me type thing, and it really caught me off guard because I had already handed off the groceries, and the dude was like thanks whatever blah 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 blah, and then he got me like you think the dog would have been like okay this dude's chill, just interacted with my human, and now all right great things are great, and then I turn around to go back to my car, and then they're like oh now it's go time. But yeah, so I just keep my guard up around dogs. Let's see. Besides, I know some dogs, and some of them are friendly, and some of them are scared. As long as they know you to begin with, you're good. Yeah, yeah. I mean, anytime they recognize your scent, then you're chilling. For the most part, I mean, Well, you just got on the internet troll. Yep. Sky just got dark. Oh, got some rain rolling through. That might be good for deliveries. More people ordering, potentially less drivers out. Although at this point, I feel like everybody's kind of got the memo that when it rains, there are decently better orders, probably maybe. And so the there's going to be people that aren't going to drive in the rain because they don't want to drive in the rain, but there are going to be people that are going to come out because of the rain. So it kind of probably evens out there. But theoretically, still, with the increased amount of orders, it should be better. I don't know. All right, we are pulling into work here, so we're gonna call it there. We're kind of like right on the edge. So like when I count my hours, I usually round to the nearest 15 minutes. So I'll track it and be like, oh, it was 3 hours and 15 minutes. So 3.25 or 3.75, 3.5, whatever hours. And we're kind of on the edge because we started at 6:08, I believe. So that would be just shy of 4 hours. I guess it's 10:01, so we should round up because that's only 7 minutes. Yeah, that's more than half. So all right, we'll call it 4 hours. Let's go ahead and punch in the numbers, and I can show you again. I'll just do this every time on our deliveries. Let's see how many miles we drove to. 50.7, so we'll call that 51 miles. Food delivery, scroll all the way to the bottom here. So we drove 51 miles. Today is 5:27, is that right? Yep. And we made 81, no, 82 and 6 cents. Oh, brother, I don't remember what our last fill up was. I think it was that. I think that's accurate. We'll roll with it, call it that. And then 4 hours. So we'll do some quick maths here. So 8206 divided by 51 is $1.60 a mile. And then dividing it by 4 hours, of course, gets us $20.51.5 per hour. So the hourly could have been better, but we kind of obviously had some commute time to wait for some wait time on the pharmacy order and some stuff. So like it is what it is. But again, we'll make up for that hourly a little bit here on our catering, which is in just about an hour and 15 minutes. But in the meantime, we're going to go put in an hour's worth of work in the office and try to get some things rolling for later today. So there we have it. Shorter live today, about 4 hours. So this is what I'm shooting for in the mornings usually, is to do 2 or 3 orders and then head into the office on my Monday, Wednesday, Thursday office days. And then again, Tuesdays and Fridays are going to be our longer streams. So catch us then. And thanks for joining, everybody. Let me read these last couple things. Every day, all day. Yep. Actually, it's not good because nobody tips and rain. Yeah, honestly. Yeah, at this point, like, again, back in the day, back in pandemic times, everybody was so grateful that delivery existed at all in the first place, on top of, a pandemic. So everybody's super grateful, tipped really generously, and the base pay was better back then. And now everyone just takes it for granted, and everyone's like, "Oh, well, this is normal, so I'm not going to tip." Oh, it's raining. Well, I don't want to go out in the rain. Somebody else can do it for me. And why would I tip them? Because they're going to do it anyways. So yeah, it's kind of rough, but it is what it is. Whatever. So yeah, not in my market. That ain't too bad. Yeah, not a bad little morning shift. So thanks for joining, everybody. Um, I'll catch you tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, we'll be doing some more morning offers. So, and then of course, don't forget to catch us on Friday when we'll be doing a long stream as well. So, that's about it. I'll see you around. Thanks. Peace out.